Okay, good watching. She makes her way.
Watching the mausoleum, I wouldn't know somebody.
Oh, that's where you're watching the mausoleum. She comes up, and this figure, you hear a voice from behind you. Excuse me.
You are excused.
As you turn around to look,
I love Gax so much.
As you turn around to look, Gax, you see a tall, slim, copper dragonborn woman. She's wearing a pair of spectacles, a very well-fitted, like pantsuit almost, and gloves, white gloves. What precisely are you doing here?
I am sitting on the ground.
I can see that.
Well, then why did you ask me what I was doing here?
Why are you sitting on the ground in front of this mausoleum
Because my
with
legs got
five
tired from
sleeping
standing
people
up.
near you? And why this mausoleum in particular?
Do we all wake up now?
I'm not quiet, so if you guys wake up from loud noises or whatever, then you might.
Yeah, at this point, most of you have sort of started to stir at least.
Noah's convinced he's dreaming right now.
Yes.
He's dreaming of Monty Python.
Somebody said that the bad guys came from this. I think. I wasn't here for the after party.
And so, why again are you here?
They brought me here.
I see.
Are we up to 20 questions yet, or
You just, her eyes roll, and it's where you lose sight of the irises entirely.
Eyes rolling so far she could see you to the future.
Basically. I see. Well then, who can I talk to that might be of more use explaining your purpose? Hmm?
The correct answer is no one. No one less.
I poke Zarn.
What? What?
He wants to know why I'm sitting here.
Oh. Oh. Who are you?
She talks to my bro. My name is Ms. Delisle, owner of the Seven Islands Mortuary Company and representative of Kellim on the Dragonics Council. Why are you here?
Zombies. Duh.
Why do you... That doesn't tell me why you're here.
Cleric. Zombies. No.
Do you need coffee or something?
What's coffee? Is that an option? Because I will take some.
Look, I gather that you're attempting to help at least.
I go back to watching the mausoleum store.
Wait, so you run this place?
Yes.
So you just like don't even like, and last night zombies, you're just like, oh whatever, go to work today, like nothing.
I'm here.
Okay, well, zombies.
You're here by
Yes,
yourself.
exactly. I came here expecting to find no one here except potentially bodies I have to remove, and yet I find 5 sleeping individuals and 1 stupid goblin.
So are
Hey,
those
hey,
zombies,
that is rude.
are those zombies and bones and stuff still like littering the yard?
Yeah.
Eric stands up at this point.
Well, there they are. Go get
Yeah,
them.
Zarn's gonna walk to each pile. Here's a zombie. Here's a zombie.
I see.
It's like an anime, he's just like blurring between them.
Mel, you've heard this name before. You know that she's telling the truth, or at least that this is. You don't necessarily know she's telling the truth, I guess, but you know that this is a person that exists and holds the positions she says she does.
Alright.
So
She sort of like sighs.
you own this mausoleum? Wow.
This
Yeah,
mausoleum, yes,
Mausoleum, thank you.
I do.
You're not a really good owner, are you?
Oh,
I mean,
Excuse me?
we were just kind of having a good time last night, and then zombies just piled out. There were a couple skeletons, and it worked
Yes,
for
I'm
us.
aware of that fact. It was the festival. No one works on the festival. Did no one tell you this?
No, they
Yeah.
did, but it's
We
still
worked.
kind of careless, because you know this probably just didn't happen literally overnight, right?
If it were up to me, people would have been working.
For no
It is
pay, by
not.
the way.
Well, if you were so worried and you needed someone to work here, why didn't you? I mean, I can tell by your stature and the way you talk, you're not
I
exactly one of us.
lack the requisite skills to be of any use in this sort of scenario. I am not a god. I do not have any physical capabilities.
So then why did you come here now?
Us, wouldn't ya?
To investigate using my brain, which is what I'm good at.
and we're not rude.
Well, she doesn't seem to be very good at it.
But look, all I'm saying, I'm not saying you're bad at your job. I'm not saying I hate you. I'm not saying you're kind of a jerk. What I am saying
But I'm not saying that.
is there is some shit in that mausoleum. Among other things, a terrifying ass tunnel. And then you're showing up here at fuck knows o'clock in the morning.
Did you say
With
there's
my
a
coffee.
tunnel? Hold on. Did you say that there's a tunnel inside the catacombs?
Yeah, did I mention that you were really? Did he mention you were really bad at your job and
The
how like?
catacombs have been sealed for 80 years.
Then why the fuck was the door open?
Well, if you work here,
Because it was
you
forced
know
open from the inside, obviously, you nitwit. Which is not something
There was a
anything
goddamn-
usually comes
We
from.
don't use that word.
No one's just gonna point at the toad corpse.
Got many frogs that live underground?
There was a giant frog.
I
There's no shit to know.
recognize this.
That came out of your crypt.
I'm aware of this
I don't know what the fuck you
now.
call it.
I am as surprised by this as you are. This has never happened before in all of our records.
Then
Not
why are we yelling at each other?
perhaps when someone who declares himself the owner of someplace walks up, it is not the best idea to immediately tell them that they're bad at their jobs.
You woke us up.
No,
You woke us up.
the goblin woke you up. Thank you very much.
The goblin is my alarm clock. He's also a really nice person, and his name is Gax, by the way.
Good
He's
to know.
really good at waking people up.
I imagine
You
so.
still haven't answered the key question here.
Which is?
I forget. I don't even know anymore.
Derek puts a hand over Norin's mouth. Okay.
Oh my god.
We went down into the catacombs last night to find out what the problem was. We ran into, forgot what they were. The two we thought were zombies, but weren't zombies. Gas and a ghoul. We ran into a gas. We ran into a ghoul. We also found a tunnel that Zarn here points out. Zarn says was made by a giant beetle bug thing. We also then found a tomb that was somehow open. We don't know how it got open. And when we approached it, Ghost came out, attacked us, tried to take over Zarn. Zarn said, no, get the hell out. Got the hell out. Went back into the shield. Long story short, he points to the shield. Zarn's got a new shield.
So at this point, she's been listening to this. At this point, she's been listening to this. Her eyes widened at the gas and go widened further at the tunnel, and then you point out the shield, and her jaw literally drops.
Damn it, Garrick!
Oh my god, she's a zombie!
Punk.
Shot just hits the ground.
Please don't say that with Gax around.
I'm sorry. I've always wanted to see that visual gag in something. The zombie gets shocked and his jaw just drops to the ground.
BB, shush!
You have possession of the shield of Narim Selind. You think yourself fit to wield it?
She obviously thought he was fit.
Yeah. I mean, we don't hear her talking, but we assume he's talking to the shield because every now and then he brings it up to his mouth.
The
and he's
shield
talking.
speaks?
Zarn's talking to a shield.
Well, the ghost that we fought
We'll see you in a minute, Gax. Don't worry about it.
came out of the shield and then went back into the shield, and then he picked up the shield and he talks to it. So it's just kind of putting two together.
Roll
No, just
persuasion.
anyone that walks in, you just tell them everything. It's like,
Roll
hey,
persuasion.
I know.
guess who we did?
Derek, roll persuasion.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Somebody was talking.
It was me.
Was it everyone?
I'm always telling him that, Zarn. Don't tell everything. Blah, 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 blah.
So, there's a ghost in the shield then?
No, and I pull out my old shield. Like, see? Nothing.
Not that one, you dingus.
Shut up, Garrick!
She rolls her eyes, having obviously already seen the first shield. Well, very well. As much I can do it about it at this point anyway.
My Lady Delisle,
Yes.
tell me, what is being done about this attack on the citizens of this fine town? And do we know if anyone's gone missing?
I've informed the guard. I did not know of any casualties myself. That doesn't mean that it hasn't happened. Though I don't see any bodies, other than those that were already dead.
Again, you're lucky we were here and we had a cleric, because one of them did go down. Cleric helped her up, and then she ran off. So,
And
you're lucky we were here.
Also, Gax died.
I died!
Gax died.
During, not this attack. It was when we were on our way here.
That's the second point.
Not this week.
Regardless of that, I do appreciate your being here. It was, in fact, if your story is true, lucky. And I thank you for it. In terms of what's being done now... Yes, Greg?
Well, there was more of a thing he was going to say to her. It's like,
Oh,
can I make a suggestion?
it depends. Is it going to insult me?
Maybe?
Par for the course thus far this morning, I suppose. Go ahead.
The next time you come across people like that, just sitting there, not doing anything, instead of being a jerk about it, you be polite. Because
May I recommend, when someone comes up to you and asks you a simple question, and she looks pointedly at that you respond to it clearly and without obfuscation.
He doesn't know what that means.
He seemed like he was being pretty clear.
you can always ask nicer. Instead of, what are you doing here? Go, can I ask what you're doing here, please?
In case you have forgotten, this was the site of a necromantic attack. I was a little bit concerned to see living people nearby.
Garrick turns around and looks, gestures to everybody. Do we look like necromancers?
What does a necromancer look like exactly,
Evil